Okay, is that everything is running? I think everything is running. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. We'll continue along with more motions on the head. I think for the most part I've got the majority of the things I want on the head done. I'm gonna add a couple more things here. So I vary up the physics a little bit so that not everything is flowing together. It's not actually particularly noticeable, but it's noticeable in the way that everything's not fully synced up, but it's not overly different. So each section basically, well, the two sections with a lot of different parts has been split into two groups. And the physics is very minusculely different on the two parts. And hopefully that will make it not look like it's all just flowing to there as one. That's a problem. Alright. How do I deal with that? I haven't actually checked that since I added in. I have added in a dome eyeball, which is the standard way that I've been doing the eyes. It's just that the way I've separated it, it doesn't really work. So let me just rethink how exactly the best approach to it. So the problem right now is that the dome is a parent of the actual eye, the eyeball, or the, well, not really the eyeball, but the colored portion of the eye that's not the eye white. Do I have a good way of dealing? Why does it have an eye open? Right. Okay, so this needs to be a child. The head XY has to occur first, and then the eyeball has to occur. So I have an elegant way of doing this. It's always the same question, isn't it? Okay, this is probably not going to be pretty, but we're going to copy this dome portion, so this includes the circular deformer along with the eyeball, XY. We're going to put that inside of the I don't think this is gonna work particularly nicely if I do it like this, but so instead of running this as the parent, we're going to try and run it later in the hierarchy. That delete too. So each of these now has its own dome and XY. What is this? Wait, what am I deleting? Dome eyeball XY, dome eyeball XY. Yeah, we don't need you. No, we don't need you. Actually, it's probably better if I just shift these out of the dome here. So we want to change this from dome left. What's the dome left? To right. Change this back up to eyes right. So it's in the same level as the dome. Then we put each of these art meshes into the eyeball XY. Where is fraction? Okay, let's just see what this does to it. Because basically this still includes the round eyeball motion, but the hit XY will occur first. What does that do to this? Perfect. Okay, that's exactly what we need. Very good. Alright, that means that we just need to... We can now get rid of you. Do I have a random, like, stray eyeball XY somewhere in here? No? Very good. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna take this, we're gonna just make a few copies of this. And throw them into under the hit XY. Of each of these parts. Make sure I'm looking at this correctly. Let's see. So get you out of there. I should collapse that one. Get you out of there. Then we want to take the refraction, chuck it into here. Take the pupil, chuck it into here. And take the iris and chuck it into here. And it should still behave exactly as I mean, I can't really see this eye. It doesn't look like there's any crazy deformations happening within the eye behind there, so that is good. Okay, very good. Okay, so one extra thing I do want to slap onto the eyeball XY just runs off one parameter, right? Okay, so we're gonna just squish our eye a little bit as it moves on the eyeball axis as well. What is the best way to go about it? Should it be a complete squish or should it just be like a wobble? As though it's like jelly. Because everybody, for some reason, loves these jelly-like eyes. I mean, I'm gonna reduce the actual motion. So, we're gonna go eyeball X. What do we call this? We're just gonna call it react. Actually, we'll put the X at the back so it's easy to switch out. And I can see the X at the end. Be smart about our naming. So we're gonna make one for X, we're gonna make one for Y. But basically just going to go ahead and tell eyeball for iris and iris. Not hit XY, but the eyeball XY and the eyeball XY. We're basically gonna say that when X occurs, we're just gonna go ahead and wobble wipe. Ah, right. Okay, we're not gonna do it like this. We're still gonna grab all three parts. So let me just do that. So 1, 2, 3. When this occurs, we're just gonna go ahead and go wah. And maybe we'll go wah like that. And then we'll literally do the exact same thing on the opposite side. The eyeball like slightly squishes to one side. We'll do the exact same thing over to the Y. Where we're going to just go wah. And then wah. Just minuscule blend shape motions. So 1, 2, 3. Honestly, it doesn't matter all that much if I put it on this side or not, because you can't really see it. But wah. I think I just overdid that one. Eh. Well, this side is actually okay to go a little over because it's more important to see motion behind the head than it is to actually have the motion be accurate. Okay, so for that, we're going to... Where are we here? Probably have this right at the bottom, right? Add it to the bottom. So I bore X, sorry, at X. We're going to do a position. When eyeball, it's probably quicker if I just, because I go down, right? Oh, where the heck is it? Eye motion, eyeball X. Okay, so when X occurs, we're going to tell it to use a single pendulum to just go ahead and jiggle the eye wherever it is. Well, not you, eye physics, eyeball X. And then we're going to duplicate that into the Y. And we're just going to tell that to go from eyeball X to eyeball Y. And from eyeball react X to eyeball where is it? React Y. And so basically when eye turns, there's going to be a little bit of extra jiggle on the eye. It shouldn't be too much. It is too much right now. Decrease. Actually, wait, no. I can have the big jiggle, right? But I just need to have it converge quickly. Is that a thing I can do? So, like, it does it, and then it, like, immediately snaps back. So it's a big jiggle, but it snaps. The motion's still a little bit big right now. Where is it? Eyeballs. Okay, no, we'll just reduce the shaking then. Oh, wait. What's the eyeball? What's this between? Oh, it's between 1 and 1. Oh. Ah, that's why I'm not getting much of a force being applied here. Then we shall... Oh, I wasn't even changing the right one, I was changing the Y. I wasn't even looking at the Y. Okay, we'll increase the output for now. Wait, increase. Yeah, shaking is a bit much, even if it converges quickly. What happens if I increase this to like 1.5-ish? It's honestly fine. I think we'll just basically copy this over. Say this as at 2. Then we want to go about a 1.5. This is about a 2, and we can go as about 0.9. You know, honestly, the eyeball motion as a turn should probably actually be more precise, shouldn't it? Okay, so then we take the eyeball XY. Basically gonna do the exact same thing. Can I just go with the eyeball react X? Is that gonna be a problem? Yes, it will be, because I want it to react a little differently. Okay, so we're gonna go highlight eyeball X. And we'll do that again for the Y. I'm gonna say 1 and 2. And then we want 1 and 2. We're gonna give you this. We're just gonna go ahead and just do it straight from here. It's not the biggest motion in the world, so we're just gonna go where. Actually, that's probably where. And then we'll just go where. We'll just pull this in a little bit as well. I need to yank this across a bit more. Like so, and then we want to grab the Y. We'll go where. And then wow. Give it a little bit of a wobble as the eyeball moves around. I don't know if I should have a highlight behind or on the eye behind the hair, because technically no light is refracting there. It's more there out of habit at this point. Okay, so basically I want the exact same thing. Actually, let me duplicate these off these so it's a bit easier to reach. We want the... What was this? Eyeball X, where we want to send this instead to highlight eyeball X. Then we want to go to the Y, and we want to do the exact same thing. The highlight eyeball Y. We want to send this to where we look. Highlight eyeball. Then we want to increase the shaking on both of these. I think we're just gonna straight up increase the scale as well, so this wobbles more aggressively. And we'll shorten the we'll shorten duration. We'll lower the conversion speed back down to 1. So we want this to wobble. Right one. Highlight eyeball. Yep. So maybe with the conversion speed down, we don't need to highlight to shake it out aggressively. As long as it's different from the eyeball it's on top of, it's fine. Shaking influence is too touchy sometimes, I swear. Shouldn't be overly noticeable. That's like one of the main things that needs to be relatively nailed down. Okay, so at this point, I do actually want to pump it out to just see if there's any big problems with anything I've done. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into a actual model file. Probably not going to try and play Tetris too much with this. I'm probably just going to drop it in as needed. Hopefully nothing has stray pixels anywhere, because I think there were a couple of pieces that I just erased the mesh of anything I forgot to erase. Oh boy. It's taking a while. That's different. That's never taken this long before. I need that many parts. There should be... As long as it's not complaining about my gigantic masked pieces that I'm using to mask a whole bunch of parts. That's just big green squares. Well, I'll finish eventually, so just wait for that to go. Finally reaching the point where I should probably just cancel and retry. Why is it taking so long? Why you no work? Okay, I think that cancelled it, but I needed to put everything at the correct size. Do I need to change any settings? This is the first time I've used this since I had to reinstall everything. Pretty sure I should just automatically remove anything that doesn't fit, right? I know I have a lot of little parts in here. Okay, I guess we're just gonna wait for it to go. This is not... Okay, let me just cancel that for a moment. I really would like it if I don't have to Tetris everything in myself. Ideally, I'd like to avoid that. I see a couple of definitely very big green squares that are like in there. Why you no work? Okay, we're just gonna like slap 2 more sheets down. Okay, let's just see what happens if I try to do it on number 2. What happens if I do this? Nothing! Is this all at correct size? I don't even know if this is all correct size. No, it's not. It's been scaled down. And I tell you to please specify at 100 and plop it in. What? So actually you have to like put stuff in or something. Unset. And I'll put in multiple at a time. That's really not a thing I can do. Why is it not setting it automatically? Why add automatically? Is there something? Why is this not doing what? What? Okay, let's just see what that does. Okay, that's more like it. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna need a whole bunch of these anyway, so we're just not going to bother trying. Why is it not adding them automatically? Is that new? I don't remember that being a thing. Oh dear. Alright, whatever. We're just gonna like go. Was that not a add texture? Is there not a button to just like put in? Okay, well, slowly, I don't remember it being this annoying, as much as I haven't really touched VTuber models in a long time. Okay, that's everything in there. Not you. Doesn't look like anything's having immediate problems. Usually it ends up being like a couple of stray lines from mesh that wasn't erased correctly. That ends up on the bigger piece, but probably... Oh, the squares. Oh, right, the squares. Any of the squares gotta cause problems. It should just be the one square, because I'm reusing the same square, because if you copy and paste the actual art layer from the PSD, it will recognize that and use that for everything else. Which is why, in theory, you should only be using a single piece of anything that's symmetrical. Okay, it looks fine. We're just gonna sit through that every time I have to like recompile the model, but fine. Okay, that should be enough for me to actually export this. What? You are... You just go over body. What's your problem? Why you not working? You're not inverted. Oh, is it going over the other shadow as well? Hold up. That is probably what's happening here. That means other head shadow. Where's the other shadow piece? That's impossible to look through. Okay, fine, we won't do it like this. We'll be a bit smarter about how we're doing this. We want you to be over the outer, inner, not the waist, not the ring shadows, not the back shadows, not the shorts. Not the body there, not the legs. We want to go not over you, over... Oh, it's in here. Not you. Not you. Very good. Okay. Okay, let's let that roll for a little bit. Oh wait, I haven't even installed VTuber Studio again, have I? I have not. I have not used it in a while. I last launched it in February. Do I need to run it off my SSD? No, that's fine. I got the space here. Alright, well, installing that as well. Totally a great idea to start installing something while I'm streaming. Oh, is it gonna cause any lag? It might. I think it's causing some lag for me trying to install VTuber Studio right at this exact moment. Alright, well, regardless, that is basically all of the major head motions as of right now. So, we can collapse all of this. I might miss a bit more later. But we want to do the body leaning motion, which YouTube is complaining about me downloading things in the middle of stream. That's fine, there's only like 3 gig or like 0.3 gigs left, that's fine. We'll be okay here. Okay, the data has been downloaded, so it shouldn't affect the stream anymore. Okay, very good. You're gonna start up? Please start up. Okay, it's starting up. Very good. Yeah, we're not using a phone. Da 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 da. Being backed up. It's being backed up this time. Alright, let me just see if I can remember how to set this up. First up, let me just go to here and dump in my here. Why you no close? You close. Okay, so that's incorrect. Not the viewer. I don't need the viewer right now. Not you. Why you no give me the? Why am I not looking at the fog station? Wait, where's? Fuck, I hate with this. View. I'm looking at details, but it's not showing me file type. Why is it not showing me file type? That's actually annoying. Oh, why is it just not showing me for this one thing? This is just the Mach 3, right? That's insane. Why you not showing me the full of this as well? Go back one nibble. Okay, let's just see how that works. Yeah, sure. Auto set up. Yes. Go. Honestly, there's no motion on anything below the neck right now, so we'll just chuck it in there. Alright, how do I do this again? There's some way to set up the actual tracking thing. Why am I doing this right now? Was it not from here? How do I set up the spout cam? Logs, v-neck, hold, no. What are we doing? We are using webcam. I think this is a 720 webcam. I actually don't know. Or whatever, let's try 1080. Why not? 15 FPS is good, 30 is better, but there's no choice for 15, so I guess we'll shoot like 30. Yeah, whatever. Is it tracking? I think I was using the. I have the RTX thing. I think I was using the Google Media one before. I think. Okay, turn you on. Camera over here. Are you going to work? Camera's not turning on. I can see my camera, so I don't know why it's not turning on at this point. Alright, let me just see if I can figure out the rest of this. Not the tracking, not this. Quality, yeah, whatever. Visual display, virtual cam. Is that on? I don't know if you're... Oh wait, is it on Steam? I remember I should have this if it's something I had to pay for. La di do da, blah 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 blah. Go to... I need to go to the store page for this. How do I go to the store page? Store page. NVIDIA broadcast track. Is this not installed by default? Here. What's this? We're installing more things on the go. Or trying to install more things on. Do I need to close Visual Studio? Probably. Are you gonna install? I don't know if this is gonna try and install. Oh, is it going? Like to remove watermark things, like holy shit, the price has gone up by so much. Oh dear. Okay, I need the... I'm not looking at this camera. Yeah. Let me see if I can capture inside of here using the out cam, if I can remember how to do it. I need to add it separately. Oh. Let me just take a quick look at this. This takes more than a few seconds in Oh, OBS has to be off with this. Okay, I'll do this later. I don't know why the camera's not working either, so I'll figure that out later, but okay, we're now gonna go on start working on the body instead. I think once again we'll start the leaning motion. The leaning motion needs to occur before the turning motion. So that incorporates the body Z. And also what I'm gonna call the body Z in. Then we're gonna output. Did I end up doing it just yeah, that makes more sense. What I end up doing it as? It was like a 1, right? 1 to 1, 1 to 1. So that's gonna be body Z output 1 to 1, and then body Z output for the in. Why is this so far behind? Alright, so basically everything... I have to think about the best way to deal with this. Do I want to do it... When it comes down to it, anything above the waist ends up being just a rigid shape anyway. I'll do it properly. Alright, so how do I separate everything? Okay. So I'm gonna separate just a little bit more. What's included in the belt right now? Do I have all the parts in here? Including the bag as well? That's including... Wait a minute. What the heck have I done here? I think all of this should just be one piece, right? Essentially. So the things hang off that one part. Apart from the bag. Where's the bag gone? Bag's separate. That's a bit questionable. Okay, I think we're just gonna chuck the bag into here as well. Keep it all together. How separate should all of this be, actually? Okay, so this is mostly just me being pedantic and wanting to sort everything, but... I have a good range of the buttocks here. Not really, right? I really feel like I put too much of a gap between the legs. Well, reduce that a little bit. Hmm. Hmm. How much of this can I do in one? That's always the big question. Probably not that much. For this part, the motion can be a little rigid on some of this, because we're tilting the body to the side, not the turn yet. Alright, which foot did I say was going to be anchor? Anchor was... the left leg was going to be the anchor. I'm probably thinking way too hard about the spot. Was new. Realistically speaking, the whole first portion can almost be done together. But since I needed to corner over anyway, there's no point doing it like that. How much does the back of the belt here actually matter? Does not matter, or you can't see it. Okay, I guess in that case, then there's really no reason for me to not just do this all in one. We're doing body Z here. I need to do a 3x2. Or should I do a 2x2 suffice? A 2x2 will suffice for now because I'm not doing a big motion. Alright, so I'm gonna do a lot of typing here. Oh boy. Can I do the whole crotch area in one? Probably not. How does piece go? Wait a minute. That doesn't work at all. It shouldn't be aligned there. Or should it be aligned there? I guess it could be aligned. It should be more of like a seam rather than a solid line like that though. Hmm. This part, yeah, this one part. How many of these actually need to be separated? Basically everything. Yeah, basically everything. Should just be glued down. Oh, but the you and you, we're just going to shift you. Actually, be part of the lower body should be a part of upper body. Like the connection between the lower and the upper body. Is this visible ever? It's not. Who the heck is then? Okay, we'll separate the legs so that they're one piece and then separate it again. Alright, how much does this need to be separated? Literally every part needs its own thing because it's other way it needs to morph. That's a yike. Okay, so general good thing about the body Z at this point is that honestly everything can kind of just move together because we're just leading the body out one way. In theory. Can I actually just take this and just shift it? That's the first question. Although I want to distribute the weight in a smarter way. What's actually going to control this? It's probably going to be the crutch, right? That's the best spot where I can kind of visualize where the butt is. Alright, do I want to shift the weight and face around the legs or not? Hmm. I'm probably thinking way too hard about this, I'd say. Really a question of how far I want to lean out the body. Well, because the turn happens. Well, yeah, the legs are like this, so. Can I actually get you? Why do you have a 2 at the end of this? That's slightly annoying. You and you. Hmm. Also, if the leg is moving over here, then we get a lot more leeway in how to position this. Because we'll be bringing the leg outwards to support the weight here. Trying to like visualize exactly where we have leg. We'll just bend this leg a little bit here while this leg will face outwards, most likely. I'm thinking way too hard about this. Oh dear. I can actually move the whole top part together, actually. The legs need to be separate, but I can actually almost move the whole top part together, can't I? Okay, let me just see how insane it gets if I actually just try and move the whole top section together. And just not the legs. Oh, Hmm. Would it be that far out? Because we're shifting body weight this way. I end up staying with the leg more out this way, while this leg is going a little bit more this way. Mm-hmm. Indeed it is. Hello, by the way. I'm currently overthinking this a lot. I mean, that's up for interpretation, right? I was honestly thinking all that hard when I was working on it, because when it comes down to it, especially for a lot of my personal stuff, anything below the shoulder line doesn't matter all that much. Even though I do these full body models. Oh dear. I'm just thinking really hard about how exactly the body has to twist here. I still need a base motion that occurs with this, even though there's a supporting motion occurs. Okay, we'll just pull this one. Alright, that means that leg, for the most part, should be able to just all move together at this current stage. We're not changing. How much is the perspective going to change? Do I need to do this? I do this one at a time. Okay. We want to grab you. We're just going to go ahead and go wah. Probably actually also look at the legs at the same time here. We just go like that. Not like that. I need to be able to see these parts too. Okay, so basically what I need is for... Let's see. Ah, gee. Might be quicker if I just go like this and get this out of the way. That's the more sensible way to do it. Because basically what I need is for you to go like... outwards. How much is the body weight gonna shift here? Probably lean this a little bit here. I need to bring this down just a tad. At least around this here. Hmm. Nothing says. A little tiny bit. That. What? Not like that. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, leg needs to move to match that. Alright, what do I do about a leg? Let me just go, let's see. Right. Left. How separated does all this have to be? I'm dealing with this part. Let's see. Should the motion here affect the foot? Probably not. It should affect at best the behind the car. What's the best way to do this? I have a knee piece, so realistically I should be able to go sock, calf, sock. My back piece down here, I don't. Wait, don't? Wait, is this supposed to be anchored in? Was that not the anchor? I should really leave a note for myself telling me what I was planning to anchor. Yeah, I think the lack of it should really make it the anchor. Calf. For now, we're just gonna go ahead and do our best to just kind of direct the leg into where it needs to go. I need to make a change here to bring by. Basically bring both these pieces a little bit forward. Where I can anyway. I need to do these faster, bro. That's all they do. Okay, well, the, yeah, these spots have to be done separately. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, okay, well. Alright, what do I need to do to transfer these motions across? So now what I need is for these to be at the same level of the hierarchy here. Oh, it would have been smart if I just did. Really? I need to resize this a little bit. Probably fine. Alright, but either way, the knee and the calf... Yeah, the calf actually wants to stay at the same height, but... might be controlled more by this here. Or ideally... I need more control points here. We're just gonna go ahead and make it so that this part can really curve. Not gonna do a line onto there too carefully, but... that should allow me to... Okay, you... 9 by 9. Actually, let's go 9 across. How was that? Does that help? It helps a bit. Really need to go 9 up as well. This doesn't really help, because this is a very long piece. It's a really long piece, that doesn't really change anything. That gives me a curve. A somewhat of a curve. Ah, these pieces don't have enough control points here. I mean, honestly, it probably doesn't matter all that much, given the shape, but... Um, bu- um... bum. Does it really need to... I just so wide. Just wide. It's really wide put to the bottom part. Oh, it's really spreading out my divisions here, which is really not helping. Alright, what are we dealing with here? Bum. Bum. Where's the bottom of this? Ba, ba, bum. The separation line is so freaking ass. I don't have enough. Yeah, I don't have enough here. What's up? Let's just back that up a little bit. Let's split this into 2 by 3, like a smart person doing all a very long piece. Mm-hmm. Bring it way too far down. Hmm. Oh boy. Hmm. I'm bringing that down too far. I think I'm deeply overthinking this. Whereas other side, you up a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna reach too far down. Do I do the front and the back piece to early shit? How much is gravity gonna affect this piece? That's question number 2 now. Alright. Normally it's not against the leg to begin with. So should gravity occur from physics, or should it just be baked in? Should occur from physics. What am I talking about? Okay, that means yeah. You separate all of this out. Oh boy. Alright, where is it? Oh, there's way too many pieces here. This, I don't have a back piece up here. I do, alright? Oh, put the shadow in with you. Have a shadow here? Did I have a shadow here? Probably. No, back piece I want to be separate. That means I could go straight to the body Z from here, because I don't need to separate that further. Same with the back here. That's a good way to deal with this. I guess we'll just go, wah, get that out of the way. Okay, so if we want to move this using physics as the prime bit of motion, then we're actually going to purposely move this a little bit rigidly so that it's mostly just rotated around instead of letting it swing around using the physics. It was literally just... Actually, be even cheaper about this. Copy, paste. Gonna go ahead and tilt, shift. That's gonna need a... Actually, is that gonna need a... nice deformation there? I'll shift this in a little bit as it comes around. I'm gonna do the exact same thing with you. We're just gonna... what do you call it? Grab you, twist you, shift you down. Or rely on physics to handle the actual curve here. Do something like that. There's like really awkward reality that starts at a bit of a weird shape because it's really flowing outwards to begin with. Okay, let's make a new folder for... How do I want to call this? We want to... I need a double pendulum. I really don't. This shape to begin with. We'll go. Into here. Okay, so from here we're going to say you're going to end more like sure. And you're going to go. Irony that this is actually straightening out. Just swing this around a little bit. Actually, it should be a little bit more than what I want because it's going to be angle physics. You don't want it to ever max. Okay, let's just see what kind of insanity I've created there. Where are we? We are... I give effectiveness to this? Alright, let's just give it like a 2 for now. And drop the shaking down because we don't want this to shake. Okay, we want this to be increased in priority. This actually, should this be above the head? So we'll put a... here. Sure. Then we want to add in the cloth in Z. So we're taking the Z output. The angle, single pendulum, and outputting it to dead lean. I should make the turn a little bit more natural looking. Like it looks like an absolute insanity right now because only a couple of parts are moving, but eventually that will incorporate the whole upper body all the way up to the neck and shifting the head along with that. Lean as well so that the body leans out further. Okay, I need to think over some of these parts, so we'll just finish up here. We're about done for the day anyway. I'm definitely overthinking a lot of these parts, so we'll see how it comes together as it go along. The anchor foot is going to be the left leg here, so basically need to move the butt so that the weight shifts over. On top of that, the body will have to just basically tilt over to one side for this current motion. And then on the bottom, this leg, with the Z output, the legs have to lean back into where the legs currently are for the most part. And then the physics reaction needs to actually move the leg. So that all needs to be done separately, but either way, we're going along with the body motions now. I'm gonna go take a look at exactly how I need to set up VTuber Studio, because I haven't done it in like 4 or 5 years or something. I think 4 years. And then we'll have the head sticking out of the model next time. Well, some things that definitely are moving around underneath that shouldn't be moving on their own, because I'm just... Actually, no. That only happened if I output the model again. Alright, anyways, thank you very much for watching today's session of the rigging. Honestly, didn't get all that much done because I started overthinking everything. But we'll continue along with the leaning motion. With the outward or the sideways lean onto the sides, and then into the inward outward lean that is along the z-axis, rotating around the x-axis, and then we'll combine that into a circular motion that basically means that the body will lean around the y-axis. So we'll go out and then do a circular motion in and in. So you want to see more of that, remember to be subscribed or follow, depending where you're watching from. Leave a like because it helps me out, and I'll see you again next time.